Welcome back. Staying fit throughout the pandemic has proven to be a challenge for many people due to ongoing gym shutdowns and also a lack of motivation. Local running crew Bronx Sole is inviting Bronxites to stay active, get some sun and fresh air, and learn some Bronx history along the way with their socially distanced running and walking events. Joining us now to share more is Nova Church, one of the captains at Bronx Sole. Nova, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course. The first thing, for people who are not familiar, please tell us more about Bronx Sole, your mission, and when you were founded.
So Bronx Sole came into existence in September of 2016. And the idea behind Bronx Sole was to have a running group based here in the Bronx, because there wasn't too many groups at that time that exist in the community for free. So we wanted to come together and do this. So I jumped in maybe a few months into the beginning of Bronx Sole. And basically the idea was to get people from the community active, running, understanding health, and also get in touch with the community that we live in on a deeper level, because we run through the community all the time and there's a lot of history here. So the founders, which is Justin Mache and Pedro Rivera, when they got together, they're big history guys. So they connected the health with the actual history, and so people can actually socialize and learn about their environment as we move through it. And I when I heard about them, I jumped on board and I was like, I'm with you guys 100%, whatever you need. So yeah, that's basically the idea. And yeah.
I think that's really dope and unique, to have run through the blocks in the Bronx and also discuss the history behind this. So it's dope what you guys are doing. So I know that you guys have been running since 2016 together, but through COVID-19, a lot of changes has happened.
Yes.
How have runs and walks changed during this past few months for Bronx Sole?
Well, we canceled all running activities. We didn't know what was what, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, and it's wear a mask, and it's like, oh, then we really can't be congregating in the way that we have in the past. So just for health reasons and to keep everybody's health number one, because that's basically why we exist in the first place, we decided to just cancel everything. We did do some give backs, like we raised money and donated pieces to, I think, almost every Bronx hospital during when at the height when a lot of nurses and hospital staff were being just bombarded with the number of COVID patients. But as recent as June, we decided, okay, maybe we could start getting people moving in the smartest way possible. And so we've been back. Not how we was before, but with all the precautions. Wear a mask, 6 feet. It doesn't matter if we outside. We have to respect each other and all the other members and their safety. So we've been back moving and at a limited capacity through Eventbrite. We have people come out. But once we full, we full. People show up. We tell them, look, we have enough members out here. We can't entertain that much more for safety reasons. You could trail behind us. You could run across the street. And have a little FOMO. But yeah, we've been back trying to figure out how we can continue under this COVID umbrella,
And now, when we talk about the coronavirus, a lot of us have kind of like lost motivation, as I said in the beginning, to like stay fit and like go out.
Yeah.
We're afraid. Many people are still afraid to go outside. But can you share the importance of staying active, especially during these times where it may be tough to find that motivation?
Yes, it is. A lot of people say I gained so much weight since this time. A lot of people haven't been working. They've been home trying to stay safe and not moving around. What happens? You're gonna gain weight. It's science, But it's vital to stay active in this time, because you know, the mind and the body are connected through social activities. And before the pandemic hit, especially specific to the Bronx, we're the unhealthiest county out of 62 counties. That's why we have the Not 62 movement, hashtag Not 62. So we was already in bad shape before the pandemic hit, and it had to do with health. It had to do with people not exercising, food deserts here in the Bronx, not having access to the right foods. The list goes on and on and on why we're number 62. It's not by coincidence, it's almost pretty much by design. So it's up to people to understand why we're fighting and we're trying to battle this COVID, this destroyer of worlds, this thing. The thing that we need to really understand most is that if we are at the best health that we can be, at the best mental place that we can be, we can make it through this better. Not unscathed, you know, we're gonna have to dust off our shoulders, but at least it's not gonna, you know, for the most part, it won't take us down to our knees. And like I said, before this happened, it was already, health was already an issue in our borough. So now I think people need to really take stock, take ownership of where they are right now in their life, and understand you gotta get healthy. You gotta maintain your health. You gotta put the right stuff in your system to boost your immune system. You know, you're gonna have to understand what your body, where your body is at right now, specific to yourself. And then you're gonna have to develop a system to fight and to stay in the fight. And right now it's harder than ever. So now we have to fight even harder. So I would suggest to people trying to stay active, trying to stay motivated, find an accountability partner. Find someone else who's in the same boat as you and come up with some challenges for each other and hold each other accountable. You could do that in most fitness environments. You see it amplified through running and the running community, because we're behind the next person. Like, come on, you got to finish strong. You high five and you cheering. Well, we're not high fiving right now. We're elbowing. But you know, you support each other. So that energy we have to utilize more often than just in those situations in overall. So it's sharing information, it's holding each other, checking in on each other, seeing where people are mentally, and yeah, go for a walk, go for a bike ride. There's a lot of virtual stuff happening right now for free online. You know, if you reach out to the right people, you'll find it. And you'll have other people in groups that will be getting healthy or staying healthy like you. And that's what's important, keeping that around you. And, you know, just keeping the standard to how you living and how your peoples are living. And then they'll hopefully do the same for you, you know.
Great motivating words. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Bronx Sole is always making it their mission to share these resources and educational posts and all that media. I really love how you guys engage with your followers online as well. So just a reminder to our Bronxites, we have a lot of great green spaces in the Bronx. We have a lot of big parks, beautiful parks that we can go out to, but you can also work at home. And I know you guys have also made that your mission to say, you know, just get moving at home. Don't stay on the couch. Don't stay in bed.
Wherever you're comfortable at.
And aside from getting a good workout in during your runs, Bronx Sole also provides some Bronx history, as we said earlier, along the way. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and the importance of doing that during your runs?
Yeah, so me, born and raised in the Bronx my whole life, grew up on Mount Hope Place, Grand Concourse, Tremont area, people know, BX, you know. So growing up here in the Bronx, I love to be a Bronxite. I love to be claim hip hop and things like that, you know, Bronx culture, you know. But through Bronx Sole, I learned I wasn't appreciating my borough as much as I should. And that's because we do a lot of history. We learn about all kinds of things, stuff that was maybe developed here, like the Capitol Dome. We made the Capitol Dome. You know, we should have pride in that and where we come from, and certain things that we can pull back from my own community, could actually generate some of the energy. Hip hop. What was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we celebrated the anniversary of hip hop, and it was beautiful because it landed on a day where we had a Bronx Soul run. So we actually ran to 1520 Cedric, and we took a picture on Hip Hop. What is it? Hip Hop Place Boulevard. Oh man,
Boulevard.
Boulevard. I should not mess that up. But yeah, so we went. We visited history in our own backyard, and yeah, and it goes not just back to the hip hop. It goes back to the Dutch. It goes back to when we was North New York and not the Bronx. It goes back into rezoning certain numbering certain neighborhoods. As the trade, this is so much history here. Even if you go by Mount Haven, you have streets that used to be rivers. There was canals, so boats used to come through. Like to see what's there now and to hear or see pictures, it kind of makes it like, wow, a lot of stuff has happened here, and it makes you kind of appreciate the history and the culture that we have now, and it makes you want to protect it. It makes you want to keep it clean, like learning about maybe some of these parks, and then we're running through them. We're connecting with these neighborhoods in these areas, and now we have a higher respect for it. Absolutely. And growing up, we didn't, hoodlum kids, you got your rapper, you throw it on the ground, and you got the elder in the community like, hey, boy, what you doing? And it's like, you have no respect. It's like, what do you mean, But as I got older, especially now, I really appreciate more than ever the history of the borough. And I love that we could share it with people week after week. So shout out to Pedro and Justin for designing, because now I have a high appreciation for all of this. Yeah.
And if anybody's tuning in right now, you can join Bronx Soul to learn about these historical areas in the Bronx and also enjoy a walk or a run. It's for anyone, right?
Anyone. Any fitness level. We have walk, run, we got different captains to lead you through the community. And it's a great way to just connect with the community. People see us, they cheer us on when we're running through. Kids want to jump in and run with us. That's my favorite part, because we get to influence them in a healthy way. Where you guys running? It's like exercise. They're like, what? Like, yeah, you guys like to run when you play, right? This is grown folks play. We get to, exercise and run and socialize and learn some things out here. But when kids join us, that's literally the best part. Yeah.
Beautiful thing. Now, before we go, how can people find out when runs happen? How can people participate and stay in touch with Bronx Soul?
So we have an Eventbrite. So you can go on Eventbrite, look up Bronx Soul, and you have to sign up for Tuesdays. I believe it's Sunday night. But when you sign up, you got to sign up quick because we have a limited amount of people that we can entertain every week. So be one of the first people to sign up to guarantee your slot. But definitely follow us on Instagram at Bronx Soul, and make sure you look at the stories, because in the stories we share a lot of information about what's going on in the community, whether it be park cleanups, whether it be about some of the community gardens. What's so beautiful about Bronx Soul is that we're connected with so many other organizations and groups in the borough, that as we find out information, we share that information, and it makes the network even that much tighter, closer, and easier to access information. So please follow us at Bronx Soul and check out the stories, and make sure you leave some comments and all of that good stuff too, because we continue to have dialogue with our community members.
Where it's all about community with Bronx Soul. Thank you so much for joining us, Nova. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having this platform. Health is wealth. Not 62. Yeah, blessings.
Now, again, folks, you can find out about future run events and stay connected by following at Bronx Soul on all social media. That's all for our show today. Thank you for tuning in to BXRX. I'm your host, Sonyi Lopez, wishing you and your family safety and wellness now and always.